Hello, everyone. Today, we're about to witness some truly astonishing real-life moments. You'll laugh, be amazed, and more than once, hold your breath as the scenes unfold before your eyes. Ready? Let's explore a world where anything can happen in the blink of an eye. Amid the gloomy sky, a sudden dust vortex rose up like a pioneer, silently signaling the deadly storm approaching.
What?
A brave weather balloon takes off despite the dust storm warning, confronting the raw force of nature. Oh, luck was clearly on their side. Have you ever felt the terrifying power of a dust storm? A fierce storm swept through Central California, leaving everyone who saw it in total awe.
Yo, what is it?
The dust storm moved with fury, covering the skies over Central California, a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictable strength. Oh my goodness. In just a split second, the roof was blown away by the storm winds, leaving the woman next to it stunned and frozen in shock. Oh, Kitty, be careful!
Había carro, suerte, adiós. Ay, mi madre. Ay, mía, voy a dar el precio, rácida. And my car's insured.
Debris flew into the sky during a terrifying tornado, forcing everyone to step back in fear of its might.
Zumba común. Wow. Sí.
You okay?
A rock slide came crashing down a mountainside like a river of stone, a sight so gripping you can't look away. Compared to the ocean, humans are truly tiny.
I was kind of scared then.
I can't believe he's casually smoking like nothing's happening around him. A slender funnel of a tornado spiraled straight down from a giant cone-shaped cloud. It looked like a scene from a movie, but it was all real.
I gotta slow down. My shit's over. God. You're in the middle of the road. You're in the center curve. I know, but this is where I don't want.
One small explosion was enough to blow up the whole laundromat. Check your pockets before washing, because you never know that tiny thing could trigger a nightmare. Oh no, he didn't see the truck right in front of him, and bam! What just happened to him? The lights shook. The ceiling swayed. The whole office felt like it was being dragged into the earth's fury.
Oh my God.
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes.
At the Madras Fair in Oregon, an uninvited guest showed up. A massive dust devil swept in, scattering dust and partygoers alike. Just one step and things could have gone very differently, but luckily she was okay. Have you ever had a near-miss moment like that? Watching the ocean from Drake Passage isn't just sightseeing, it's facing towering waves that seem to swallow the horizon. Who do you think gets tired first, the dog or the ball? It was a peaceful walk on the beach until unexpectedly huge waves came crashing in. Would you like to immerse yourself in this incredible world, even just once? In Detroit, winter doesn't just freeze lakes. It seals entire cars right in the middle of the road. Looks like the owner may have to wait till spring. In an instant, lightning-fast reflexes saved him from a dangerously close call. In the square, a flock of pigeons swirled through the air like a dance of freedom. Do you think he was more happy or more surprised? Like a dream come to life, a drone captured the moment as foggy dawn embraced the San Francisco Bay. This adorable pup is winning everyone's heart. A journey that's both visually stunning and a reminder of our planet's constant transformation. An unexpected power shift only nature in Australia could pull off. Always stay alert when passing through landslide-prone areas and follow all safety warnings.
There is massive bits of hail hitting us and splashing into the water.
Massive rocks came crashing down, shattering the peaceful atmosphere of the town. A surprise snowstorm suddenly turned the entire road into a makeshift parking lot.
Car park is getting washed away.
Waves unexpectedly redesigned the entire beach, as if throwing a massive party with scattered goods drifting everywhere. The ferry battled its way to the dock through powerful winds, like an athlete pushing through a grueling obstacle course. In Alaska, bald eagles not only ruled the skies, but also showed off fishing skills to rival seasoned fishermen.
No, he gets here and that's it.
This trip is definitely not for the faint of heart, especially with a super light rubber boat riding massive waves.
He's gonna give her another whirl.
Did we call him, hey dude?
That guy. Call him Eddie Whittle over there.
This swan family swam gracefully while obeying traffic rules, bringing smiles to everyone watching. A crab on Christmas Island completed its task with flair, like a living work of performance art. The airplane became an artist, sketching beautiful streaks across the blue sky. Nature always knows how to surprise, and it never fails to be absolutely spectacular. Storm Eric stirred the ocean into a frenzy, leaving the sea foaming like a giant glass of soda. Life sometimes throws unexpected storms our way, but there's always a way to rise again and keep moving forward. Heavy overnight rain submerged the streets of Valencia in murky brown water, leaving the entire city with unforgettable scenes. In Omaha, the heavy rain turned the street into a stage where trash bins spun gracefully like performers in a whimsical show. Nature's raw power was on full display when a lightning bolt struck a tree in Truckee during a fierce storm. The sky roared over Louisville as lightning struck a backyard fence, sending shockwaves through the neighborhood. Fortunately, no one was hurt. No one expected that electric guest to show up so suddenly. In the midst of a fierce storm in Bulgaria, a lightning bolt like a fiery red missile struck a tree, igniting it in a moment of raw power. No one expected a massive bolt of lightning to strike right near the stadium in Valladolid, creating a brilliant explosion of light in the raging sky. In West Virginia, the night sky was ripped apart by blinding streaks of light, each bolt carving a chaotic and overwhelming masterpiece across the heavens. This moment reveals the intelligence and extraordinary adaptability of deep sea life. In Buffalo, New York, a man was suddenly surrounded by a snowstorm, as if someone had shaken a giant snow globe around him. Do you like snow? If so, drop a comment below. When a snowstorm hits, being well prepared and finding safe shelter is the key to weathering sudden changes. The night sky over Alaska lit up as the aurora danced brilliantly, putting on a natural light show that left everyone in awe. Snow may look soft and peaceful, but when it crashes down a mountainside, its speed can rival that of an F1 race car. Don't let this pure white beauty fool you. Deep snow also means the avalanche risk is at a critical level. This moment reminds us of the vital role rescue teams play in protecting our communities. A sudden tremor, as if the whole world shook at this woman's arrival. Earthquakes never come with a warning, so always be prepared and find a safe place when the ground starts to shake. In Port Vila, the earth shook violently like a giant awakening, a powerful reminder of nature's force. The pharmacy in Port Vila suddenly turned into a chaotic battlefield. Everything overturned in just a split second. Your support means the world to us. Drop a super thanks if you enjoyed these incredible moments.
I'm in a hailstorm.
San Diego residents were stunned as an unexpected hailstorm hit, a rare phenomenon in this famously sunny city.
It's unbelievable.
The sky lit up with spectacular lightning strikes, creating a vivid, unforgettable light show. Thick fog blanketed everything, transforming the world into a mystical realm waiting to be discovered. The ocean unleashed its immense power, leaving onlookers speechless in awe. In Bixby, Oklahoma, car owners had to chip away at ice-covered windows, like taking on nature's version of a frozen lock challenge.
Oh my God.
Another bizarre sight in San Diego. Water burst from a storm drain like a fountain, flooding into a parked car after heavy rains triggered flash floods. Only nature could bring about such a spectacular and unbelievable combination. Even rescue vehicles in Taiwan had to call for backup during the storm, proof that nature spares no one. Strong winds swept through Sandy Hook, lifting a wedding tent into the air, as if nature itself was testing the couple's love. Oh my gosh, the car looks like a toy caught in the raging floodwaters, swept out to sea in the Canary Islands. Nature never ceases to amaze us. Have you ever seen a bizarre hailstone river like this before? Enjoying the video? Show your support with a super thanks and help us bring you more incredible moments. Oh no. Giant hailstones the size of tennis balls pounded the ground in long ages. Can you imagine what it'd feel like standing under that massive hailstorm? Would you want to try? Does he think he's a superhero? There's a landslide ahead and he still doesn't back down. Have you ever seen anyone this reckless? People always say animals can sense natural disasters. But is this real evidence or just a lucky coincidence? Surprise! The windshield shattered in a split second. Have you ever been caught in a dangerous hailstorm? Share your story in the comments. Wow! The spectators seemed thrilled by the rushing water, but I think they completely ignored their personal safety.
Oh, there goes the umbrella! I closed it!
Oh my! He's screaming happy birthday cheerfully in the middle of a storm. I can't believe it.
Oh, your back windshield's gone. What? Your back windshield?
Here on scene, we were getting ready to clear.
A sudden explosion of movement captured in the stillness of winter. No one called, but the little dog sprinted in like a true hero, fast, fearless, and full of loyalty. So lucky there were no kids nearby. This scene makes me wonder, are they biking or competing for the most epic wipeouts? Would you try it?
Ora non riesco a stare in piedi là.
E c'è il ghiaccio,
Poracci.
That wave rose like a living wall. My heart stopped when he disappeared into the water. Pure, breathtaking courage. Lake Powell was peacefully resting, then the sky burst open. Not with rain, but a furious storm of stone. The water erupted, hail exploding like fireworks. Oh my God, what is happening? The tornado ripped everything apart, debris flying everywhere, power lines sparking like the earth itself just lost its temper. Earthquakes don't just scare humans. For our four-legged friends, the fear is 10 times worse. Only 9 weeks old and already in awe of the beauty of snow. Do you think animals can feel the magic of winter too? Just one moment is enough to make you think twice about carrying or using e-cigarettes. Would you still keep one in your pocket?
Oh my goodness! Oh!
The kids were taken down just 2 minutes before the slide was blown away. Anyone who witnessed it held their breath in shock.
Wow.
Wild animals need freedom, but humans need safety too. What would you do in this situation? In the flooded streets after the storm, they didn't panic, they danced. With bright smiles, this couple turned the submerged city into their own stage. In the freezing whiteout, 2 dogs played like winter was the most magical thing ever. Thousands of hailstones flowed down like a river through the heart of the city. Here he comes! The boss makes an entrance, strutting like he just walked off a fashion runway.
Pessoa feia tem obrigação de ser legal. Eu sou chata porque eu sou bonita.
Pessoa feia tem obrigação de ser legal. Eu sou chata porque eu sou bonita.
Which moment in today's video stood out to you the most? What would you do if you were in that situation? Leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more real, unbelievable stories like this. Some call it an experience. I call it a bit crazy. Would you dare? Everything was peaceful until the ground began to shake. Furniture toppled and the entire scene flipped like something straight out of a movie. If you live in an earthquake-prone area, don't just go with the shake. Always be prepared because safety comes first. A garage camera caught the moment everything trembled like a stress test. Cars and equipment tossed around in a chaotic blur. Even structures that have stood strong for centuries couldn't withstand the fury of the earth.
Buen día, Salvador. Miren, acaba de temblar. Andamos en Mezcala, Michoacán. Todos por afuera a la carrera.
After the quake, the sand rippled into mesmerizing patterns, as if someone gently brushed across the surface. Suddenly, the ground erupted. A massive hillside gave way, sending dust clouds billowing across the landscape. A rare moment that leaves you in awe and holding your breath, waiting for what comes next. A glitch in the fire suppression system released waves of foam into the street, turning the whole block into a giant bubble bath. In New Zealand, thousands of spiders fleeing a flood spun a massive shimmering web that glowed like a natural masterpiece in the light. This is truly a powerful lesson on seismic activity. No textbook needed, just witnessing it once is enough to remember for a lifetime. A meteor blazed across the sky like a shooting star, leaving crowds speechless in awe of the universe's mystical beauty. Oh no. In just a split second, the earthquake turned peace into devastation, sweeping everything away as if it had never existed. Oh my God. Let's hope everyone managed to get to safety before danger struck. The once quiet Red Rock Desert suddenly transformed into a cinematic scene no director could ever recreate. A massive swirling smoke column rose high over Sicily as if nature had turned on a steam mode for the entire sky. A parked car suddenly became an unwilling dancer, bouncing to the rhythm of the fierce wind. A bridge that stood proudly for decades collapsed in an instant after a collision with the cargo ship Dali. The sound of cracking filled the air. Then the ceiling gave way, engulfing everything in a cloud of dust.
Yes, sir.
A costly reminder, always inspect and ensure safety in every step of construction before it's too late. A sinkhole appeared out of nowhere like an unwelcome guest, forcing the entire neighborhood to evacuate in alarm. If this scene made you say, "Oh gosh," too, drop a number 1 in the comments. A violent storm turned Dallas into a light show as power lines exploded. Stay far away to ensure safety. Oh my God! The cliffs of La Gomera in the Canary Islands suddenly collapsed, sending waves surging wildly, a powerful display of nature's force. Restaurant workers in Mexico faced a challenging shift as strong winds swept through, turning everything into a battle against nature. Beautiful hills, but maybe building a house here isn't the wisest decision. Ohio put on a circus act as a massive waterspout dropped from the sky onto Lake Erie. What a spectacular sight. Homes in northern Norway became unintentional boats, drifting away after a devastating landslide. Ohio's sky transformed into a dance floor of nature as multiple tornadoes spun simultaneously against the backdrop of dramatic dark clouds.
But that was a brief tornado, and we got a secondary one.
New Mexico is facing a historic dust storm. A massive wall of dust sweeps through, turning the streets into a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie. The world feels like it's in a deep winter slumber as the snow blankets everything, like a giant cotton quilt embracing the landscape. The dust storm in New Mexico creates a blinding maze, causing multiple vehicle collisions as visibility drops to near zero. Thick snow covers every corner, but its weight proves too much for many branches, causing them to snap and fall. Do you think this traffic light system is well designed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Wow! A blanket of white snow covers everything, looking like a scene straight out of a fairy tale. But don't let its beauty fool you. After the historic wildfire in Ruidoso, New Mexico, a massive mudslide cascades down the mountains, looking like a fierce mud dragon. Massive ice chunks like sleeping giants suddenly shattered and crashed into the lake with incredible force. Nature never fails to amaze us. Hit subscribe now so you don't miss out on these incredible moments. Windshields shattered, car bodies dented, and passengers had to duck down as hailstones relentlessly pelted their vehicles. Powerful winds and heavy rain have turned Honolulu into nature's grand stage, showcasing an intense performance. Connecticut residents just experienced an unprecedented hailstorm that left everyone stunned. Torrential rain pours over Malaga, transforming the streets into raging rivers, making it unrecognizable to daily commuters. A rugby practice in Australia suddenly became a match against nature as a massive storm swept through. Luckily, the players found shelter just in time. The sky over Antigua suddenly transforms into Aiden's floor for thunder gods, as lightning streaks across in a spectacular display. Strong winds whipped up white sea foam along the Santa Cruz coast, creating an unforgettable, breathtaking scene. Thanks to his quick reaction, a man and his dog managed to escape a landslide just in time as the historic pin area on the Isle of Wight collapsed. New Hampshire's coastline is taking a beating as relentless waves crash against the shore, prompting officials to issue a rough sea warning. Massive boulders turned a supermarket parking lot in Gatlinburg into a real-life puzzle game. The recent storm transformed parts of southeast Texas into temporary islands. Have you ever witnessed nature completely taking over like this?